You're watching Global Campus Hub. I'm Sakshi Laxman and here are the top headlines of the day. PM inaugurates Zedmore Tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir. Historic Mahasamay Kumbh draws million global attention. BJP calls Arvind Kejriwal Mugambo amid political jibes. United States Weather Department warns of explosive fire growth as deaths rise to 24. IPL 2025, the 18th edition promises excitement with records already broken. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated the much-anticipated Zedmore Tunnel in Jammu and Kashmir. The 6.5-kilometer tunnel connects Gagangair and Sonmarg in the Gandarbal district and is expected to be a game-changer for both military and economic operations in the region. Built at a cost of Rs 2,700 crore, the tunnel enhances connectivity, boosts tourism and offers a safe and reliable routes through an area prone to avalanches. Our correspondent Onam has more on this.
The tunnel constructed using the new Austrian tunneling method is designed to handle up to 1,000 vehicles per hour. It will reduce the time to just 15 minutes, making it critical asset for military logistics as well as tourism in Sonmarg, a popular tourist destination. The project, which began in 2012, faced so many delays, but it is now poised to strengthen the Jammu Kashmir economy and its significance, especially with its proximity to the Zojila Tunnel connecting Ladakh.
Moving to the next story. At the inauguration of the Sonmarg Tunnel, Jammu and Kashmir's Chief Minister Omar Abdullah expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister for attending the event. In his speech, the CM paid tribute to the 7 individuals who lost their lives in a terror attack last October during the construction of this tunnel. The CM also recalled Honorable Prime Minister's previous visits to Jammu and Kashmir, including election campaigns and International Yoga Day celebrations. He commended the Honorable Prime Minister for delivering on promises made during the election mandate. Addressing persistent questions about statehood, the CM expressed confidence that PM would fulfill his promise soon, given the track record of delivering on commitments within months.
लोग अक्सर बेशतर मुझसे सवाल करते हैं, वो सवाल ये कि जनाब जम्मू कश्मीर को रियासत का दर्जा कब मिलेगा, और मैं लोगों को यही कहता हूं कि वजीर आजम साहब ने 4 महीने में अपने इलेक्शन का वादा जो है वो पूरा किया है। मेरा दिल ये कहता है कि बहुत जल्दी वजीर आजम साहब अपना तीसरा वादा जो योग दिवस पे आपने जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों के साथ किया वो आप पूरा करेंगे और जम्मू कश्मीर जो है वो दोबारा इस मुल्क में रियासत की हैसियत से अपनी जगह ले।
Moving to the next story, with just days to go before the Delhi Assembly elections on February 5th, the BJP and AAP have intensified their war of words. The BJP released a poster portraying Arvind Kejriwal as the infamous Bollywood villain Mugambo, accusing him of being anti-Purvanchal and favouring infiltrators over local residents. The AAP responded with a spoof video targeting BJP's lack of strong candidates and boldly predicting a complete loss for the party in the elections. In addition to the poster and video exchanges, the BJP accused Kejriwal of masterminding the Rs 2,026 crore liquor scam and urged voters settle accounts on election day. The election battle has turned into a creative showdown with both parties striving to sway public opinion in the high-stakes contest. Moving to the next story, the Delhi police has registered an FIR against the Aam Aadmi Party for allegedly posting AI-generated videos featuring Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah on the party's official social media account. The controversial videos posted on January 10 and January 13 utilized deepfake technology to alter scenes from Bollywood films, sparking outrage and leading to the current investigation. A video modified the 90s Bollywood scene by replacing the villains' faces with those of BJP leaders, while fictional dialogues targeted the Delhi Assembly elections. AAP's action have escalated tensions in the already heated political climate as Delhi prepares for the elections. Officials confirm that the FIR was filed after a thorough content analysis and the investigation is ongoing to assess the intent behind the post. Moving to the next story, Larsen and Toubro's chairman S.N. Subramanian has sparked a heated debate after advocating for a 90-hour work week. In a viral video, Subramanian suggested that employees should work longer hours, even on Sundays, to meet the company's demands. His remarks, which linked the work culture to that of China, have drawn widespread criticism for promoting burnout and neglecting employee well-being. Subramanian's comments have faced backlash from employees, celebrities and business leaders who argue that such a work culture can lead to exhaustion and decreased productivity. L&T's HR head Sonika Muralidharan defended Subramanian's, claiming that his remarks were taken out of context. Despite the defense, the debate continues, with many calling for a balance between work and personal life. Moving to the next story, multiple states across India are grappling with the surge in human metapneumovirus cases. The virus, which has been circulating since 2003, has now been reported in several regions, including 3 cases in Puducherry, 5 in Gujarat, and Assam confirmed its first case just this Monday. The World Health Organization has issued an advisory urging people to stay hydrated, as HMPV can lead to severe respiratory symptoms. The WHO emphasized the importance of proper hydration for those infected with HMPV. Common symptoms of the virus include cough, fever, sore throat, runny nose, body aches and headaches. High-risk groups including the children, the elderly and the individuals with respiratory conditions are particularly vulnerable to several effects of the virus. Moving to the next story, the Mahakumbh 2025, referred to as the Mahasamay Kumbh, is a rare celestial and spiritual event that occurs once every 144 years. This festival, which began on January 13 and will conclude on February 26, is attracting millions of devotees to the holy confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati rivers. Over 35 crore people are expected to attend, and the Uttar Pradesh government has prepared 20,000 hectares for this event. This includes 1,000 bathing ghats, medical facilities and advanced security measures, including drones and CCTV cameras. Notably, Lauren Powell Jobs' participation in the Kalpavas ritual has highlighted the global appeal of the event. The Uttar Pradesh government has also introduced a digital Kumbh, offering real-time updates and virtual experiences for remote participants. With over 10 million devotees already participating in the first Amrit Snan on Makar Sankranti, the event is anticipated to generate Rs 2 lakh crore in revenue. Our correspondent Anchal has more on this.
The Mahakumbh 2025 is underway at the sacred confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati rivers in Prayagraj, attracting over 450 million devotees. This once in 144 years event is the world's largest religious gathering. Authorities have set up a temporary city covering 4,000 hectares with 1,50,000 tents, upgraded sanitation and enhanced transportation. Security is robust with 40,000 police and AI-powered surveillance. The festival also features cultural performances, traditional music and spiritual discourses, blending devotion with cultural vibrance. This is Anchal with camera person Mukul, Rana.
Moving to the next story, in a major update from ISRO, India's first ever space docking mission under the Space Docking Experiment, SPARDEX, has been aborted. The mission, aimed at making India the 4th nation to achieve successful satellite docking, encountered complications during the final docking stage on Sunday morning. While narrowing the distance between the satellites SDX-01 and SDX-02 to 15 meters was successful, a delay in signals from critical proximity and docking sensor forced the satellites into safe mode. ISRO has postponed the attempt and is conducting a detailed analysis. This Rs 370 crore mission, which had initially raised hopes of success, is now under review. Officials remain optimistic despite the setback. The spacecraft, currently separated by 8 kilometers, will stay apart until the issue is resolved. ISRO's ultimate goal is to pave the way for advanced space missions with the docking capability. Our correspondent Mukul has more on this.
This Rs 370 crore mission, which had initially raised hopes of success, is now under review. Officials remain optimistic despite the setback. The spacecraft, currently separated by 8 kilometers, will stay apart until the issue is resolved. ISRO's ultimate goal is to pave the way for advanced space missions with this docking capability. This is Mukul, Rana with camera person Onam.
Moving to the next story, India is set to project higher economic growth for the next fiscal year while adhering to its fiscal deficit goals. Aiming to dispel concerns about an economic slowdown that have unsettled markets since November, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the upcoming February 1 budget is expected to introduce personal income tax cuts to stimulate demand among salary earners. These measures are designed to counter weak wage growth and high inflation, which have forced reduction in discretionary spending. The government remains committed to reducing the fiscal deficit to below 4.5% in the next financial year. To achieve this, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's administration has already cut corporate taxes and increased infrastructure spending, signaling a strong push towards economic growth. These steps come as India aims to strengthen its economic outlook amidst global uncertainty. Moving to the next story, on January 14, Gulab Chand Kataria inaugurated 60 new long route buses as part of Chandigarh Transport Undertaking's modernization initiative. These buses aim to enhance connectivity and offer improved transportation options for commuters travelling to states such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi. CTU officials announced that the buses come equipped with state-of-the-art features including GPS tracking, ergonomic seating and advanced safety measures. This upgrade will help us cater to a larger number of passengers while ensuring their comfort and safety, said a CTU spokesperson. Commuters have expressed optimism about the addition, viewing it as a step towards more frequent and comfortable travel options. The new fleet will commence next operation next month with priority routes based on passenger demand and traffic patterns. Moving to the next story, on Tuesday, North Korea launched an unidentified projectile into the East Sea, confirmed South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff. This marks Pyongyang's second missile test in 2025, following a hypersonic missile demonstration on January 6th. South Korean officials suggest North Korea is rapidly advancing its missile systems, including solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching the US, and shorter-range missiles designed to overwhelm South Korea's defenses. Analysts attribute this escalation to strengthening ties between North Korea and Russia, which may be fueling Pyongyang's aggressive weapon development. Meanwhile, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un continues to criticize US alliances with South Korea and Japan. As of now, Pyongyang has not provided any details about the launch or its strategic objectives. Moving to the next story, negotiations in Doha are finalizing an emerging ceasefire agreements under which Hamas will release 33 hostages in its first phase. Two Israeli officials stated, after months of conflict between Israel and Hamas, this is the first ray of hope for the people of both countries. Officials have expressed optimism that the deal will be announced soon, aiming to end the 15-month-long conflict that has destabilized the Middle East and devastated Gaza. According to Israeli officials, Hamas and its allies still hold approximately 94 of the 251 hostages, of which at least 34 are deceased. A senior Israeli officer mentioned on Monday that Israel believes the majority of the 33 hostages are to be freed in the first phase of the agreement are alive, though the bodies of the deceased captives may also be included. The initial phase of the ceasefire is expected to last for 42 days. Our correspondent Nandini has more on this.
Talks in Doha are close to finalizing a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. As part of the agreement, Hamas will release 33 hostages in the first phase. Israeli officials have called the positive step after months of violence that caused destruction in Gaza and tension across the region. The ceasefire is expected to last 42 days. Hamas and its allies still holds 94 out of 251 hostages, with at least 34 confirmed dead. Officials are hopeful most of the 33 hostages to be released are alive, though some bodies may also be returned. This deal could bring a hope for peace and help end of the 15-month-long conflict.
Moving to the next story, a newly released Department of Justice report suggests that former President Donald Trump might have been convicted for attempting to overturn the 2020 elections, had it not been for his re-election bid in 2024. Special Counsel Jack Smith's 137-page report charges Trump with coercing officials, spreading false claims of election fraud, and exploiting the January 6th Capitol riot. Smith states that there was enough evidence to convict Trump, but decided not to proceed with the case due to constitutional protections afforded to sitting presidents. Trump, who is set to resume the presidency next week, dismissed the report as fake. The report highlights challenges investigators faced during Trump's influence on social media and alleged witness intimidation. Additionally, a judge has postponed the release of Part 2 of the report, which covers allegations that Trump illegally retained classified documents. Cases involving Trump's aides, Walt Nauta and Carlos de Oliveira, remains pending. Trump continues to maintain his innocence, calling the investigation politically motivated, while Smith defends the investigation, emphasizing its adherence to the rule of law. Moving to the next story, the death tolls from the Los Angeles wildfire has risen to 24, prompting the National Weather Service to issue red flag warnings. With gusts reaching up to 70 miles per hour in mountainous areas, the NWS has warned of the explosive fire growth and urged residents to adhere to evacuation orders without delay. Firefighters in Los Angeles are currently battling three major wildfires, two of which have already claimed 24 lives. The fires, which erupted last Tuesday, were fueled by powerful offshore winds and extremely dry conditions. Describing the fire danger as about as bad as it gets, the National Weather Service emphasized the urgency of the situation. While the exact cause of the wildfire remains undetermined, experts are linking the heightened risks to California's prevailing climate pattern. Moving to the next story, the 18th edition of the Indian Premier League IPL is set to captivate cricket fans from March 21st to May 25th. Featuring 10 teams and 74 matches, this season has already made headlines. During the mega auction held in Jeddah, Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant shattered the record for the most expensive IPL players with Pant's Rs 27 crore deal, marking him as the costliest Indian player in the IPL history. The tournament also aligns with the ICC Code of Conduct for the first time, signaling a new era for the league. This year's IPL sees significant updates, including greater synergy with international cricket through the adoption of ICC regulations. Cricket enthusiasts are now eagerly awaiting the announcement of fixtures and venues as the countdown to March 21 begins. The tournament promises thrilling action with record-breaking deals setting the stage for fierce competition. Moving to the next story, the box office has seen major releases recently, but not all have lived up to the expectations. Two notable films, Fateh and Game Changer, have struggled to make a significant impact despite their star-studded casts and early buzz. Sonu Sood's Fateh, released on January 10, had a slow start, earning around Rs 6.75 crore over its first weekend. However, its collections dropped sharply on Monday, with only Rs 85 lakh coming in, according to Saknilk. Inspired by real events during the COVID-19 pandemic, the film, which tackles the issue of cybercrime, had a promising cast featuring Nasruddin Shah and Vijay Ras, but faced mixed reviews, likely influencing its performance. Similarly, Game Changer, directed by Shankar and starring Ram Charan and Kiara Advani, had a tough run at the box office. The Telugu film initially earned Rs 51 crore on its opening day, but its numbers declined sharply over the weekend. Competition from Pushpa 2, The Rule, starring Allu Arjun, also hurt its performance. Both films had high hopes but have struggled to sustain momentum, marking a challenging phase for these much anticipated releases. That's all for today. Keep watching Global Campus Hub.